I thought you were keeping it chill.
Keeping it cash.
Just chilling.
Just chilling, getting some Zins, drinking some Miller Lights.
Got to keep that Miller Lite going here.
Hello, and thank you very much for downloading this most recent episode of Movie Guys Podcast. You can download many more episodes at movieguyspodcast.podbean.com.
We're doing something we haven't done before. Movie Guys Podcast has been around for 650 plus episodes. Congratulations, Eric.
Congratulations, Jordan.
Thank you. Syndication. More episodes than Friends. But we're doing something that was your idea. And the idea is it's in the middle of our season. We're going to take a break, look back on the 26 movies that we've reviewed so far this season, and what we gave the popcorn ratings for, if we stand by it, if we change our minds, just talk about the season and get ready for the second half. So, Eric, how the hell are you doing?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Do you know I made a list? I have a spreadsheet here.
I am excited for that. It's gonna be fun. Hold on. Where's the online one? I'm pretty sure we have it up here. Here it is. Yeah, I got it up here.
Oh, dude, you mean the one on the drive?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I haven't touched that in like 2 years, bud.
Oh, I can see. There was a few reasons why I wanted to do this. One, just because we do watch a lot of movies, and so this gives us a little break to I guess go back and see if any of our minds have changed. And the other part of it is uh, if something else has changed too, right? If for some reason the pop culture machine has gone around and these end up being a little bit more quotable. Obviously, some movies now that they're released on stream, now that everything's like short clips and like YouTube clips and like TikToks, something quotable gets passed around, and so see if these movies have gained some traction in the pop culture sphere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like some of these movies that's on my list that we've reviewed so far, I would agree with. Majority, not so much. It's been an interesting year. I will give you an example. You and I both did not give a movie a full large across the board until our 11th episode in this season.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well,
which was like February.
Since the Google Drive has not been updated, you have the stats on you then, right?
Yeah.
And all I have to look for is our notes that we share on Apple here. So that's all I can go off of here.
Here, how about this? I will share it with you, okay?
Sure.
I will share it with you.
You can take a picture and send it to me.
Yes, I'm going to take a picture. And I'm going to... Well, I mean, I could copy everything on Excel and send it to you that way.
No. I mean, we're already in it recording. I'm just looking at the notes. We're going from January to now, right?
No. Season starts. No, season starts November because of the Movie Guys Awards.
Ah, yes.
So if you look at the notes, the first movie on our season was Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. I just sent you the thing.
I see. Yes, thank you.
No problem. Oh yeah.
Oh geez, yeah. And the other benefit of this is to talk about movies that really, I think, have sense, that we've watched them, have been completely forgotten about. I have completely forgotten about A Haunting in Venice.
Really? I completely forgot about John Wick 4, Old Dads, Leave the World Behind. Exorcist I mean, like a good chunk of these I forgot about.
Well, this is where we're going to talk about it, because Leave the World Behind, even though for the most part the movie has been not one that's going to be as memorable as maybe some other projects or the movies that we've seen here, it has come up in reference more than once since seeing it, because in that movie everything's been shut down, right, because of the war, the global war that it has against America, or at least that's inferred into the movie. But that girl, the daughter, goes into the bunker of that one house, and she has the physical media there.
Yeah, she'd been watching Friends.
Yes. And she finishes Friends. And I've had this conversation now more since that movie's come out about streaming versus physical media.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that physical media is starting to get this this hype back a little bit more, this interest more and more, just from all these streaming platforms being able to take things out of rotation, censor movies that come back out, and especially cartoons. So if you have old VHS or old, uh, I guess maybe first run DVDs, maybe even an HD instead of a Blu-ray. Remember those HD DVDs?
HD DVD.
Yeah, where they're able to show a TV show that have since been banned.
Right, but okay. So I guess I'm the opposite of that because I just don't care. Like, how about this as an example? Something that's a little ridiculous. And I know it's not as extreme as your example, but you and I are both super fans of The Simpsons, right?
Yeah.
And Disney has a contract to stream all that stuff and blah, blah. Well, it's theirs now. But I remember when Simpsons first got released on Disney Plus, and remember all the super fans, you and I talked about this off air before, were complaining because it was reformatted as a 16:9 widescreen.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, it's supposed to be 4:3. I'm upset and I'm going to watch my DVDs. It's like, oh my good God. Like, I don't care.
And,
You know?
and I promise you, I did the same thing, and Sarah told me to calm down because I was standing up when I found it, because I was doing a rewatch of Simpsons and a rewatch of Futurama, and they took episodes out of the season.
On Disney?
Yeah. Maybe since they put them back on, but I swear they had taken some episodes. The snake bashing episode.
Oh, Whacking Day?
Whacking
Yeah,
Day.
dude. No, dude, that's on. I showed Riley that like months ago, like a few months ago.
Okay, so like there's that, or for Futurama there was the Futurama formula, where he and the Harlem Globetrotters all switch bodies, and they have to make that mathematical theorem to
That's
switch
on there.
something like that. That it was not when I was watching it, and I was pissed because I had to search, and I was like, these were not on. So again, maybe they add them later, or what. But again, I promise you, they were not on there when we were doing the rewatch. So if they add them later, then that's a thing. But that's my argument, is that if they took them out for whatever reason, and then they can put them back on. Whereas you have it on a DVD, I don't have to worry about that.
Did you remember that? Like stuff on The Simpsons? Like I had seasons 1 through like 11 or maybe 12 all in the DVD box set. Do you remember the box sets of those first came out? They're just like your standard box, and then as the seasons progressed, they became the faces and everything.
That was only for one season. What, season 6 or something like that? Or they ruined it?
What, do you mean the box sets?
For The Simpsons, they had it to where they looked basically like a box set, but then there was the one that was,
it was Maggie.
That was the cutout of Homer's face.
Oh, I have Maggie.
What season is that?
It was probably season 6. What they probably did was it was like a collector's thing, right? It was
Either way, let's talk about movies here.
Let's talk about movies. I'm sorry, but no, yeah. So, look, I understand what you're getting at with people in streaming platforms, but I'm kind of used to it now. But for our season right now, God, there's a lot of movies that I kind of want to look back at. So, like, do you want me to just real quick, like, just go in order from first to now, just so people know what we've watched so far this season? Or
I mean, they can go back and we'll do the movies that are not retrospective, right?
Right, of course, yeah, because they're on this list. But yeah, so we got non-retrospective.
How about we just go month by month?
Oh, I didn't break that down, but okay. Let me get my phone here.
Because that's what I'm looking at, and you have everything here. Because in November we did Five Nights at Freddy's, John Wick 4, Haunting in Venice, and The Killer.
I remember you and I were excited about The Killer. That was the end of November, but we both gave those mediums. And I was excited about Five Nights, John Wick 4, and The Killer. And I think The Killer was the only one that I was kind of happy about. I'm surprised that you and I gave Five Nights at Freddy's both smalls. I remember liking that movie a little bit.
I think it was just playing to a fandom that we weren't a part of.
Maybe we're too old, right? I mean, because I dug what they were doing.
Yeah, I get what they're doing thing. But I think there's a part, same with like John Wick 4, when you have a good idea, but then you try to put too much story into this movie. In John Wick 4, we're at a part right where he is so leveled up that he's just going after the head of the syndicate kind of thing, and it's just becoming like a I think I call the movie like a playground, right? Where it's just
Didn't the movie end with him getting shot in the chest or shot somewhere? Like he should have died. Like
yeah,
when they
but
did that
yeah,
stand
and I just remember him getting shot, but he has a bulletproof suit.
Hey man, the coolest part of that whole movie was that stair scene. That thing was endless.
Yeah,
Towards the
jeez.
end, like I mean, but other than that, the movie sucked, and we both gave that a small two. And like you and I just no bagged Haunting in Venice, like just no bagged.
If
We
there was a
hated
movie
that.
that I think as I'm scrolling through, if there was a movie that I maybe have fallen asleep through, it may have been that one. It's really, and I obviously at that point, I think my daughter was maybe a month old at that point, and
Yeah.
I'd been tired already, but this movie was doing a good job on its own, putting me to sleep.
Well, see, know why I wasn't, why I was so pissed about Haunting in Venice, because I didn't know that this was a thing until we did the ship one, the sequel. What was that one called?
On the Nile,
The Nile, right? Because the Murder on the Orient Express was the
yeah,
first one, which I didn't know, right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
then the Nile, and you educated me on the first one. So this is the third movie, and those movies don't deal with supernatural stuff at all, right? It's real world stuff.
yeah.
So
It's a
like
who done it, kind of in the same part of like Glass Onion that we had done
we
with.
did not do Glass Onion.
Oh, we
It's
did
not.
not. But
It's not
in the same part of the mystery.
right. So like when it says a haunting in Venice, I was like, there's no haunting. There's not going to be a haunting in Venice because it's going to be based in reality, and we were not happy about that one. But the one that we ended January on was The Killer, which took me two times because that opening of Fassbender just dragged on, and I turned it off and I went, oh boy, Fincher, this one's going to be bad. But then I stuck with it the second time, and I ended up digging it a little bit. But you and I both gave that a medium.
Yeah, I think that had a strong start, and I think it just finished weak. I like a professional killer movie, but when the professional stops acting professional, it gets a little silly to me.
When did he stop acting professional? Towards the middle, after he killed the guy and his dog when he went to Florida?
No,
No.
okay, so maybe he kept his rules, but his whole thing was to clean up, right? Because
Right.
he missed the mark. And so he was just going to go after and kill the basically John Wick. He was just going to go after and kill the people who were hiring him. And it just, I guess he was professional, but like the people who, um, maybe it's just a story then. Maybe maybe my complaint of that is it's like, well, he made a mistake, but he didn't get caught. So I guess I don't know the rules of this, but to go after all of these people who tried to kill him, who knows where he lives, and doing all these things to kill them, it just seemed like the wrong direction. That's what it was. I wanted the movie to take a different direction than what it did.
Yeah.
Instead of him going around and killing Tilda Swinton and killing the people who tried to kill him because he failed to kill his mark, it should be, or I would have thought it would have been better for him to kind of keep the contract. He's like, all right, well, I missed the mark, so the rest of the movie, if you spent all that time and effort killing everybody else, then why couldn't you spend all that time and effort to make up for your mistake and kill the mark?
Well, I mean, I think where I turned positively for the movie is that when he killed that one dude in the office when he snuck in as a maintenance guy, and I was like, oh, we're going this route, right?
Yeah,
And I mean, again, I'm biased because I'm a Fincher fanboy, right? I'm the one guy who thinks that Panic Room is okay, and I said okay. I didn't say great. But
It
you
just
know,
seems
like
kind of silly that if he's a contract killer, that the rule is that if you miss or have a mistake, then you need to die.
well, yeah, because you're a contract killer, right? You no loose ends, right? I mean, we've seen this story 1,000 times before. The contract killer gets hired. If he screws up, then he will die. We've seen this in Bond
And
movies.
and again, I understand that, but the rest of the movie, this is where my complaint is, right? Is that he's spends the rest if he's covering up his loose ends, he could have just killed the Mark instead of spending the rest of the movie killing everybody else. Like,
Doesn't he kill the Mark at the end? He kills
no,
like
he
the big.
doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He kills the big guy at the end, doesn't he?
No, the guy who paid to have
Right.
his Mark killed,
That's
he doesn't kill him. He lets him live.
that's right.
Which
Yeah.
again, if you're trying to clean up loose ends here, then the person who paid either way, it's a little whatever. I understand what the movie was, and I enjoyed it for what it was, but I think I just wanted a different movie just because. And I had said it in that podcast. I was biased after watching The Day of the Jackal, where I got to see a professional killer or someone
Right.
like what's the other movie? Like The Saint, isn't he a professional killer? Or Heat,
Right.
kind of a thing. Or maybe I just did two Val Kilmer movies. Where
You
someone who,
did.
yeah, where someone who is a professional and they are so good at it, but I don't know, one little mistake of this one. I think I was hoping to see something different.
So out of Five Nights at Freddy's, John Wick, Venice, and The Killer, are you satisfied with your popcorn ratings on these?
Let's see, small, no bag, and
No
medium.
bags, medium.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, you're solid on that.
If anything, yeah, I'd say that. If anything, I'd probably rewatch The Killer, maybe because I don't have a better reason to not like it other than my own personal preference, or I'm just comparing it to something else. So maybe I need to rewatch it.
The funny thing is, this could be shocking. That I think out of these, the one I would watch again, like YouTube clips or whatever, would be John Wick 4. Because The Killer is just one of those movies where it's like, okay, I'm good. But we go to December, and December is when we start a retrospective, right? Because we started off with Lethal Weapon, and then we also had the Movie Guys Awards in December. But we reviewed two movies. We have Old Dads and Leave the World Behind. Old Dads is a you thing. You wanted to do that one, and we both hated it.
Yeah,
Remember that?
we
You're
don't-
like,
'cause
let's
we-
watch this.
We need to do
We're
more
dads.
comedies, bud.
Yeah, but we always. I mean, you
Bottoms
wanted
is on
to
the
do
list
it.
for a reason.
Bottoms is going to be on the list before the end of summer. It's going to happen. But I just Old Dads. You and I both gave it a small. Leave the World Behind. We both gave it a small. So far this season, November, December has been the pits.
Yeah, I think Leave the World Behind was Sam Esmail's attempt at trying to be, I don't know, cool, trying to be this whole, what happens if we don't have any tech? That's how they get us. And then Old Dads was just Bill Burr's.
Stand up.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say stand up, but I guess yeah, like more of his Netflix material, like F is for Family, basically his generational humor, being like, "Oh, kids these days."
Yeah, like, what do you mean safe spaces at schools? Like, yeah, I mean, like, Old Dads is a forgettable one. I mean, so far we're starting. I'm not going to share my popcorn rating. I mean, like, you and I, well, see,
No,
now you and I
it's
were
fine.
different. I mean, you gave Lethal Weapon kicking off our retrospective. You gave that one a medium. I gave that one a large. Because I'm biased on that one.
Yeah, and that's fine. Your Christmas
But-
movie, right, for December?
No, it's always Die Hard. I just really
Well,
like
Lethal
Lethal
Weapon's a
Weapon.
Christmas movie, right? We're going off the Die Hard rules.
All right, you want to play these games, bud?
I'm just saying, it's yeah. Hey, I know that movie.
Yes, Date Night.
Game Night, one of the greatest movies that we reviewed.
Nope.
Ed loved that movie. He gave it 4 stars.
We don't have star ratings. That proves my point.
And we also don't have Ed, so
Well, okay. We go out of December. We don't do a lot in December because of the holidays, but we go into January, and boy, that was an interesting January. We did Exorcist the Believer. Remember that?
Uh,
That was the first movie of the new year,
I
essentially.
think I remember that one. That was with the two girls, right?
Right? Yeah. We did Exorcist the Believer. We did Rebel Moon, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Killers of the Flower Moon, and we ended the month with my bag of kernels this year with Midsummer.
Ah, yes. Ah,
I,
yes. Your favorite movie there.
oh, that's Exorcist the Believer. So this was a me thing, right? Because I would argue that you and I both like the OG Exorcist, right? That's a classic, it's a staple, right?
Yeah.
And the guy who did the Halloween remake trilogy, even though that I gave a bag of kernels to Halloween Kills, he did make really good Halloween and Halloween Kills movies, right? He did. So David Gordon Green's coming back to do Exorcist. Okay, like maybe he's gonna do a good one, right? And no, it's like it's one of those remakes or those sequels where it's like all the sequels happened, didn't happen. This is the true sequel of the original movie. And this felt like a sci-fi Saturday morning movie.
Yeah, I think the one complaint that I remember about having this movie that it falls in. I think same thing with like Cobweb. I think right where it has this weird thing where you have the technology there, you have cell phones with cameras on them, and yet nobody uses them.
Right. Well, don't you remember in the review that you and I are here to see Exorcist, and you would think we would be excited about like head twisting and craziness?
Yeah,
You and I actually liked the first half of the movie. We liked the human stuff before the girls really got crazy and
yeah,
possessed. Like we liked the drama of it.
yeah, yeah.
And the girls get possessed, and it's just like, yeah, we both gave that a small. And boy, you and I could not be on the opposite spectrum on this one. The next one we did was Rebel Moon, and you gave that a no bag, and I gave that a medium. I actually dug that movie.
Oh god damn that movie.
We're going to be reviewing the sequel here soon.
Oh
And
god, Jordan.
what?
It's just
It was. It was.
no, it's fine. When we watch it, I'll be sure to go to my timer and do a speed up ×2 so I can skip through half of the slow mo scenes that this movie has. It's where if it's like when Michael Bay does lens flare in all of his movies, you could do a drinking game, and it's just God, stop, man. It's like how Poor Things was using that walleye lens. It's like what are you doing? Why would you
No.
need to do this? Why?
But the difference is that you go into a movie that's directed by Zack Snyder, expecting 300 Watchmen slow mo, where I'm not upset. Where I go into a movie like Poor Things, I'm expecting art, and I'm getting erotica. You know what I mean? Like I'm going into a Snyder film knowing what it's going to be, and I did not, dude. You off air conversation, you were like, Jordan, this sucks. This sucks.
I hated the movie.
You hated it, and I was like, all right. So I pressed play. Arms are folded, bud. Did exactly what you said. Turn on the subtitles. We watched it on Netflix. And I was like, it's not so bad. I gave it a medium because I didn't think it was as bad as you said it was. I don't know. It doesn't mean I like it. It's okay.
Sure. I get it. I might I gave it a no bag. I might go switch to a bag of kernels here. This movie,
You're gonna go kernels,
buddy. I've seen video game cutscenes that were better than this movie. I just don't like it.
Okay.
I'm a fan of action. I'm a fan of sci-fi. This just seemed silly to me, where they were just going around recruiting people and be like, "Hey, do you want to fight? You want to fight the criminals? Do you want to fight the Nazi guy who in the sci-fi space future is dressed with a white shirt and tie, looking like a maitre d'? Like what the hell is that guy? Yeah,
No, like
who doesn't die because he can get reborn, but there's also another world where his boss is like in a VR. What the hell? Yeah.
Guy falls 100 feet down. No, I mean, like, I'm totally on your side on it, kinda. I just didn't think it was
It's a
as
golden
as
femur as a weapon. What the hell? And then
are
the
you officially
heroes.
changed?
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
You are officially changing your rating to. I mean, you're gonna switch no bag to a bag of kernels.
I think I might. Yes. Yeah, actually I will. You know what? Just because of how corny and how played out the tropes are. A- Again, maybe no, most definitely. If I think I said this in our review, right? Where if I was a 12-year-old watching my first action movie and I didn't have any exposure to any other kind of movies and I saw this for the first time, I think this was the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life. Sure. But I'm not. I've seen too many damn movies. And this movie just is like a Saturday morning cartoon mixed in with
Okay.
I don't know, some Gears of War cutscene that I've seen before.
Well, we're not going to change your rating on the site because that episode's already been done, but we have made it official on our app, right?
Sure,
So, I
sure,
mean,
sure,
you
sure.
are on there. You're on there as bag of kernels. We also got a little sidetracked with planes, trains, and automobiles. I believe this is Sarah's last episode,
Yeah, I think
and
so.
I've never seen the movie. I went into it telling you guys I've never seen the movie, and of course, we don't know the ending now. Where I was like, "Oh, this is a lot different," and it made me kind of think differently of the movie. We both give that a medium,
Yeah, I just like John Candy. I don't like Steve
right?
Martin, but he plays a good role in that movie, right?
And then the first one, the 11th episode of our season, you and I finally agree and give Killer of the Flower Moon. Both we gave it our highest rating of a large. I, I'm shocked it took 11 episodes to get to that point.
Yeah.
Um, that movie's good, but just like Dune 2, like that movie took Gene and I 3 or 4 days to watch.
Yeah, it took me a few days to watch it, but again, I was busy with a newborn, so I I think I caught it in 2 sessions just because of how drawn in I was. Same with The
Right.
Irishman too, where I was like, "All right, Marty, you're doing a good job, man. I'm in."
Yeah, but that took days too. And since this episode's being released way after Poor Things, which everybody who's listening to this, go back if you haven't listened to that Poor Things review. I must have won the Oscar for that, but the chick in Flower Moon should have won, right? She was amazing in this
Yeah,
movie.
Lily Gladstone. Yeah,
Lily Gladstone was amazing. I liked her in the movie. Leo, can Leo do anything wrong right now with acting? I mean, dude's knocking it out of the park lately.
he is a seasoned veteran, right?
He's doing it.
I
I
think,
mean, there's
yeah. When it comes to it, and think of that movie, I think he could have played maybe 3 different characters in that movie, and he would have knocked out of the park in any one of those roles.
yeah, no more beach for this guy.
He does the movies he wants to do.
Right. And then we end the month with the 12th episode, a movie that is a little bit older, but you told me I had to check it out just solely because of the first 5 minutes of the movie. Midsummer. And I went into it excited. I think I texted you when I was watching it saying, "Oh my God, this opening kill, right, where the girl takes the fumes
Hose,
from the
yeah.
home, yeah, from the car pipes and like her eyes all screwed up and stuff." And I thought that was amazing. And boy, Eric, I don't think I've been that pissed since Halloween Ends. Like you, like you gave that movie a medium, and I was so mad. I gave it a bag of kernels. It was just following a Far Cry 5 extremist cult.
Yeah,
Like it was terrible.
I enjoyed it just because it made me uncomfortable and made me uneasy, and it was a different type of horror movie. It was more psychological than it was graphic, or it was slasher, and I just enjoyed it for that. I've always said that the greatest villain is the villain who thinks they're doing nothing wrong,
Sure.
and this cult obviously felt like this was just a normal thing for them. You came, we invited you, we did you the favor of inviting you to us, and
Yeah. Remember
now you broke the rules, and now we're gonna have to kill you.
how many times I confirmed this to like confirmed? You know how many times I compared this to Wicker Man? Like it's such a bad movie.
I would say Wicker Man is a bad movie.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not talking about the Cage one though.
Sure.
So,
I
but
understand completely.
that was our January. Are you going to change your popcorn ratings on any of these?
Oh no,
Besides Rebel Moon. No, Rebel Moon you're going to change.
yeah,
That's about it.
I'll change it to Rebel Moon, and I'm not looking forward to the. I'm gonna dog that one before even watching it, man. Because if it's gonna be more of the same, which it is,
Mhm.
I don't expect anything more. But I think I said in the review of that one that maybe I need to watch the sequel, and maybe I know we're having to do unfortunately the third one, so I can get the big picture, and maybe my mind will change. So here's your chance, Zach. You knock me off of my pedestal here, and
Like his son knocked himself off the pedestal.
oh, Jordan, and prove me wrong. God. Go on to February.
You proud of me on that?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, everybody that's listening. I'm sorry, but that was a good one, though.
Oh God.
Hey, that's mild compared to the roast of Tom Brady. Those people were vicious.
For sure.
So we get into February. We get into another one that's a little bit obscure. We get into Saltburn. Eric, you chose Hereditary, another older one that you wanted me to check out. This is the month that we reviewed Oppenheimer, right? The movie that won Film of the Year.
Yep.
And we end February with Thelma and Louise. We both gave Saltburn a medium. I kind of want to go back to Saltburn to see how I feel about that, right? Because I remember from our review that I was confused about it, but that I really liked where the movie was going. And I remember ending the review on a high note.
Yeah, I was indifferent about it. I remember I wanting to give it a large, but I think I said that I wanted more. It just seemed like the dude Barry Keegan or Kogan or whatever his name is, the main kind of
The guy's Joker.
the anti-hero, yeah. Where it felt like his planning was only halfway and the other half was just good luck and fortune, that he was just there at the right time and it just seems to happen. I think I wanted a little bit more evil mastermind, but at the
Sure.
same part, it was an entertaining movie. And it is still getting talked about, obviously, for the few scenes that as we predicted, those scenes will be the scenes that outlive the movie.
Right. No, they definitely will. And that's kind of what's making me want to go back. I'm not going to change my popcorn ratings. I'm one of those guys. It's not a slap towards you, buddy. It's just I'm one of those guys where if this is what I said, I'm going to go with it, kind of guy. But I do want to go back to watch it again one day, maybe a few years from now. But then you told me to watch Hereditary, a movie that I've never heard about. I think it was an A24 film, right?
Same director from Midsommar.
Same director for That's why we were watching Hereditary, because I bagged on Midsommar, and you were like, let's check out his first movie about a witch's cult or something. And of course, I've seen the scenes, right, of the mom up on the thing banging her head, right, and everything. I gave that movie a medium, and I just said a little bit ago that I'm not a guy that's going to change my popcorn ratings, so I won't. But I didn't like that movie.
Sure.
I mean, I gave it a medium, but I think I deserved it to give it a small more. Like, I mean, you give that one a large.
I gave it a large, and I will stick with that. I would, if I had the choice between that one and Midsommar, I would choose Hereditary.
Oh yeah,
Easily.
I would choose Hereditary
over Midsommar. I don't think I'm going to watch Midsommar again. I would watch Hereditary again. It maybe just to pick up more of the details of it. I get it, but I can see where the taste in your mouth sours when you realize the director or the writer has just that niche that they go for every time, which is just a religion or a cult that it seems to just kind of the thing that they like to write about. And it's like, well, all right, you could, feel free to go outside your comfort zone here, buddy, and write about something else. I get it, and I really liked how it was presented. I liked how I think I compared it to other scary movies where it gave you a little bit of the misdirect. It was going this way, and then right at the end, the dominoes started to fall to make you realize, like, oh, I get it. It was everything that they were talking about beforehand, and it just kind of summed it all up. So I just enjoyed it. I thought it was just a solid, scary movie. And I just enjoyed it. We don't get too many scary movies where I had said before that the biggest problem that a lot of scary movies have is wrapping up and ending. Where they are, and same thing with like Exorcist, where they have the story, it's interesting. Okay, I'm here, building up, building up. Okay, keeps me interested. This movie had that mid movie scene where the girl gets her head lopped off, and you're just like,
Oh, it
whoa.
shocked me.
Yeah,
I didn't expect
I
that.
didn't expect that coming. Okay, what's gonna happen next, type of thing, and I'm in it now. But it wrapped up. I think few scary movies do that. What was another? You know what? I was just thinking about this the other day when you brought it up. When we interviewed Zach Ward, his movie, what was it, Bethany or something like that? I wasn't it something like that? I don't know. Where
Dude, I was talking about other stuff, but go ahead.
But he, in his movie, when we interviewed him, by the way, check out Movie Guys podcast, interviewed Zach Ward, where that movie, any question that they had at the start of the movie, they answered by the end of the movie.
Okay, so you saw Bethany.
We reviewed it.
We did. Okay.
We did it in an effort to before. Did you not watch that before we interviewed Zach Ward?
No, because I wanted to talk to him about Titus. And I didn't even see his movie. But anyway.
Well, I sure did, and I thought it was a good movie. It was decent. Where again, it didn't leave me wondering. It didn't leave me asking questions at the end. Hereditary, I think, did the same thing, where any gripe that I had was not relevant to any bigger part of the story. Yeah, that's this will go on the list. This and like maybe some oh, why can't I think of his name? Guy who did Saw, James Wan.
Oh, James Wan. Okay. Yeah, I don't. I mean,
I like The Conjuring, like that type of movie.
I like the first Conjuring. The one thing to say my piece on Hereditary. I'm glad this movie came out when it did, because this movie came out like 10 or 15 years earlier. All those creepy scenes, like when the mom's in the corner when he's in bed at the end, and then she's like crawling on the walls away.
Yeah,
that would have been jump, loud bass scares. You know what I mean? And
yeah, I remember Smile was a lot of auditory jumps.
Right, and like that didn't happen in this movie, so I praise that. The movie I think we're going to talk crap about is Oppenheimer, a movie that won Film of the Year. It won tons of awards, and everybody was waiting for it. I was waiting to see it. You were waiting to see it till it came out on Peacock, and we both gave that a medium.
Yeah.
We were not as impressed as the Academy was. It was way too long.
Small bag.
Too. Oh, really? You want to change it?
I know. I'm asking if you want to.
No, because I see what it's doing, and it has a lot of great actors, right? I mean, I thought Robert Downey Jr. was really good.
Well, Emily Blunt was fantastic.
She was good. Oh, Jude. Cillian Murphy. There you go. I was going to ruin this. I mean, he was fine.
I think it's Killian, right? I think we corrected it at the correct ourselves.
Was it Killian? Cillian Murphy, actually, I think was not the weakest, but he wasn't as strong as the other one. I think Emily Blunt was stronger, especially at the end when she was like playing that soft woman, and then all of a sudden she was awesome. Yeah, but like Oppenheimer was not what I thought it would be. And it was directed by Nolan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nolan has fallen into this douchebag director role now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you had said that many times during that podcast.
Yeah, no, he's fallen into that. I mean, like, you look at Batman Begins and Dark Knight, and you can see the guy was contained, and then he just gets free range for Dark Knight Rises, and it's crap.
Yeah, you and Ed both don't like Nolan at all, and I
That's not true.
I'm with you that he had those like 2 or 3 good movies, and he just is riding that out all the way to his next big movie. I liked Interstellar a lot. I like
I thought
Memento
Interstellar
a
was
lot.
fine.
I like Prestige.
Yeah, no, I know. But see, Ed's issue with Nolan is Dark Knight. I don't have that issue. I love Dark Knight. I love Batman Begins. I'm lukewarm on Dark Knight Rises. I'm just saying that here he is trying to be Spielberg, and he's just not,
Fair enough.
right?
I
And then
yeah, no, fair enough. Oppenheimer jumped around a lot, and it took you a while to kind of get with the program.
mhm. Now we end the year with Thelma. I'm sorry, we end February with Thelma and Louise. I mean, I don't know much more we're going to talk. I mean, we both do that a large.
No,
But
we're not doing the retrospectives here, right? Because we have a
Oh yeah,
retrospective
yeah.
review at the end. Yeah.
Yes, we do. So we start March with Thanksgiving, The Holdovers, and Damsel. And Thanksgiving, you and I both gave a small. Did you see? Did you see the meme? It's official. You're getting ready to do two, like you said.
Yep.
You and I both gave Thanksgiving a small. Man, I tell you, another one of those movies that started off strong. And I didn't say this in the review, and I'm glad we're talking about it because I want to say it now. Remember how I'm very famous with you by talking about how Fast and Furious is a complete theft of Point Break?
Yeah.
Right. Thanksgiving is a complete theft of Bloody Valentine 3D.
Yeah.
I mean, like complete theft.
It's yeah.
It's word for word, story for story. Like, I mean, okay, Bloody Valentine, kids have a party, something's going on during a holiday. A guy comes, kills people, and one of the kids goes crazy and kills everybody years later. Now it's Patrick Dempsey during a holiday. People get trampled during a mall for Black Friday. It's the same story. What makes me mad about this movie, Eric, is that I went back and watched the Grindhouse trailer after you and I reviewed it. And majority, like 80% in that trailer, was not in this movie. And I was like, that's the movie that I wanted.
I remember saying that I had a fun time watching this movie, but it's a bad movie.
It's really bad.
Again, just for those situations where those unbelievable situations where just like, what, you didn't hear that? Like, wait, no, how did they teleport from here to there? How come when Patrick Dempsey, if he's the killer, how come when he got sprayed in the high school, why wouldn't his, and where you just kind of forgive all that stuff because you're like, oh, who's it going to be? Even though you pretty much called it in the first 20 minutes there, that's like, oh, it's Patrick Dempsey.
Right, like I remember watching it with Gina, and like Gina, like during the parade scene, Gina was like, "Oh, there's a second killer." Like there has to be because of the way things are.
It thought about it, but that opening sequence of Black Friday was a lot of fun.
Amazing. It was amazing. Woman's hair like getting ripped off her head. And of course, one of my favorite scenes in this movie was the girl that you thought that was going to get away but didn't get away, who got cooked, and then she's on the table. Right? That was fun. It was just fun, stupid nonsense. The movie should have came out 15 years ago. It would have been great 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's a date movie. It's a popcorn movie. It was fun, but boy, was it dumb as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I'm more excited for this sequel than I am for Rebel Moon too. And I'm excited to go into, I don't know, in the same passion that I am for a new Fast and Furious, where I can't wait to just go in because I know it's going to be dumb, but I expect it to be, and it is, and it delivers on how dumb it is, and because of it, I have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of excited for it. Let's see if our ratings change with that.
I have to say, if that's the case, if we're talking it up, do we upgrade it to it? Nah, I'm not going to recommend.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Right? I mean, like, it's not. This is me and me and your love letter. Yeah, use. This is Thanksgiving is me and you having a love letter with those 80s slasher movies, right? Where it's like, where it's like, okay,
that's
like,
everything.
Terror Train's terrible.
As you say, use. Didn't in that movie, like, some of the characters had accents and then they didn't have accents?
Yes, it went on and off, yeah. It's supposed to be Massachusetts, right? But no, I mean, overall, Thanksgiving is a movie for guys like you and me that just Love that 80s
Yeah.
slasher crap. We go into the holdovers. We both give this a large. Definitely got me nominated for Film of the Year for the Movie Guys Awards. I got nothing to say about it, and the reason why is because I think it's a legitimately good movie. And if you haven't seen it yet, stop this show and go check it out. Like, it's a very, very
Yeah,
good movie.
I was very satisfied with that movie. I was from start to finish. I was like, okay, I'm in it. It just feels like just a classic kind of movie, classic kind of story that you would watch or read in a book. I just enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that's terrible. Hell, even some actresses in that movie deserved Best Actress compared to Emma Stone, right?
Yeah, well, the lady who played Mary won Best Supporting Actress.
Which one was Mary?
She was the cook.
Oh,
Divine
oh
Joy
yeah,
Randolph is her
she was
name.
supporting.
Yeah, she won the Best Supporting Actress,
Well, I'm okay. She deserves that. She wasn't a main role, so I can see
which
her being.
some people were getting slack about because apparently that is a what they call the Fat Black Actress Award now.
I mean,
So this woman, Octavia Spencer,
I
Monique,
mean, like, oh, did Monique win for
for
Precious?
Precious, yeah.
Did she?
As she should have. I remember watching the movie in theater, and when that scene came, when at the end where she was with Gabrielle Sidibe or her name, and then Mariah Carey, and she was giving her monologue. After
Hmm?
that, as I'm crying, I was like, "Oh, she's gonna win the award for sure,"
And
and she
she
did.
won it. No, yeah, I think what's her name? Divine.
Yeah,
I think she did a great job, and but supporting, sure. I agree with it.
sure.
We because then after that we go into Damsel, a movie that's been on the schedule for 2 months at this time because they were really hoarding it on Netflix because Millie Bobby Brown was in it, and that review turned very quickly because you gave that a medium, I gave it a small, and it turned for me because I really enjoyed everything until the dragon talked and her and the dragon became BFF, and I was borderline no bag in that one. But you gave that a medium.
Yeah, yeah. It was the third act had some problems, and I think I gave it.
Some.
It had a lot of problems. I think I gave it a medium as I remember, just because I respected what uh, the movie knew what it was going for. It knew what the target audience was, and it delivered on that. And it was just a solid fantasy movie up until the end there in the Act Three, where it was just kind of like, oh, how do we tie this up? We talked about the issues with the script and how it kind of bounced back and forth from script to book to book to script, and that issue. But I agree where the ending needed a different ending completely.
Yeah.
It really did. And I think if you were to add a little bit more fantasy into that movie, a little bit more, I dare I say, magic into it, or a bit more obstacle for the damsel herself to overcome, then we would have it would have been a better movie. I remember saying that we didn't need her sister in that movie at all.
No, like I just don't like the story. You told me it was a book, and like I okay, how about this? I like the idea of turning the fantasy genre upside down by having a woman fish out of water, marrying the prince, and you're supposed to end happily ever after, but there's a secret. You know what I mean? Like I like that idea. I like where they're going with that. I guess this is what's pissed me off is that these people are so vicious and they feed the dragon these women, and at the end of it, man, they're just BFF, and I'm just like, oh, you spend majority of the movie trying to kill each other, like my God, right? And then the whole like, oh, the king killed my babies, you know? It's just like, come on,
Yeah,
man,
yeah. I might have been in a
like.
good mood that day. If there was any movie that I think I would downgrade it from a medium to a small, it might be this one because there were a lot of issues, especially. I guess again, Elodie was her name, the princess in that movie. I think she was in full makeup the entire damn movie.
Hmm. I actually remember being stupid, and I said that when she got thrown into the pit, I said this kind of reminded me of Die Hard, right? Because she wasn't prettified, and she had cuts on her and she was bruised and battered, right? And I was like, oh my god, this is Die Hard, but this is great. And then, yeah, jeez, oof.
Yeah,
It-
I think the adventure or the D&D part of me liked the adventure part of this movie, that I was able to maybe ignore a lot of those issues, but the more I think about it, the more I remember that this movie had a lot of issues.
like I said, dude, it was fine, right? For anybody who's listening for it, it's fine. It's just that last act was terrible. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. It's an airplane movie, I think is what I called it, right?
right. So we're getting to the last month before when this episode is released in May. But we got Wonka, Roadhouse, and Poor Things. These movies are fresh.
Jesus.
Wonka, you gave that a medium, and I'm still pissed at you for that. Um, that movie sucks, dude.
I'm not. I enjoyed it, and again, I think its biggest issue, I'll double down on it all day. I think its biggest issue was just the music. It had too much of the music, not enough story.
I would agree with you on that. Like it was, like I know, I don't know. Like, would you consider like the OG Chocolate Factory to be a musical? It wasn't, right? It had a couple of songs, right? But like
You could
this,
name probably 3 songs in that movie, right?
because there's only 3 songs in that movie.
I'm gonna look it up.
Come with me, you will see world
Yeah,
imagination. Yeah, that's the first one.
Candyman
And
was the first one, I think.
well, then you got
The Candyman?
and they got the Oompa Loompas. So I guess it was a
Candyman
musical.
can.
So I guess it was.
Yeah, I think it was more
Okay.
just adventure comedy, as what they put it at, but
Okay, it was more, but I liked Timothy Chalamet. I thought he was good, but remember when I was like giddy over the end, like where
Oh.
he like gets the chocolate factory? Yeah,
oh yeah, no, this is musical.
it's a musical.
So
Okay.
they have Veruca Salt's "I Want It Now."
Oh yeah,
I've got a golden ticket.
I got a golden ticket. Yeah.
So-
Okay, I was wrong.
No, but again, this is only like 10 songs, not even.
Well, they did. Yeah, but the problem was, and maybe I'm biased, right? But those songs in the OG Wonka didn't feel forced.
That's
Like
'cause
these
they're-
songs felt forced.
You're right. Yeah, it's because those songs, the 4 songs that you were talking about, were scene specific. And not saying that these weren't, but they're also short.
Right? Yeah.
So I Want It Now is only like a 2-minute thing. Candyman is only 2 minutes, and it's just
It pushes the
it
story.
pushes the story, whereas the other part of it is just it feels like it's stretching the scene. Right?
How about this? The difference is in the OG Wonka, the characters, including Grandpa, during a song, was not doing the snap fingers and jazz hands. And this, and
Spirit fingers.
this, right? And this movie, right, the prequel, everybody stops their character and just does the hata hata woo.
Yeah, they have a lot more ensemble.
Yeah,
on this
it's
one.
just takes me out of it. I think Timothy Chalamet is great, but I stick with my small. I would love to go with no bag, but then I'm harsher than you are. Like I just, you and I both gave Roadhouse a small. Do we want to change this to a medium?
Blow out your ass, Jordan. No.
I mean, come on. I mean, this thing was stupid. I went back and listened to that recently, and like one of my description that I typed up for the episode for the plot outline was that the only thing good in this movie was Conor McGregor, and I stand by that. Like that guy cannot act through a paper bag at all. Like he shows up with his arms all gorilla, like dragging his knuckles on the ground, and this guy's amazing at that. Like, I mean, he shows up Terminator, butt naked, walking around just blowing up an Italian village. Why not?
Buddy.
This,
yeah.
I mean, like,
when
this is ridiculous.
It might still be going because it's fresh, but when that movie gets brought up, the first thing that comes to my mind is, oh God, I can't believe I watched that movie. Like, oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
it's yeah, but it's so bad it's good though, right? Like this is like Troll 2 category. Am I
Maybe
wrong?
maybe later on it was
This
it,
is bad, but it's a
it
medium, right?
yeah, it knows what it's trying to be. Obviously, like you had said in that podcast in our review of it that this movie is made for two different people: the people who are attracted to Jake Gyllenhaal and the people who like a fight movie or like
Yeah,
kind of
it's like action movies. Yeah.
yeah, and that's basically it. It's better than a lot of movies, other crap that we've seen. What was that? Did we review 65?
No, that was constantly on the schedule, man. We kept on taking it off. The one
Yeah,
with Adam Driver. Yeah.
yeah. I tell you, this movie's better than that. That movie was, oh my God, that's a no
We were
kernel bag
supposed,
for sure,
yeah, but we were supposed to review that. We just
or a
kept.
kernel
Yeah,
bag.
it was what 65 million years ago. Humans landed on Earth. He had that whole stupid idea.
Yeah,
I mean, Roadhouse. I mean, I'll go back and watch Roadhouse. Right? Like it's ridiculous. Like I watch scenes on Netflix. I mean, on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it makes me smile because it's just so stupid. Like he's going to beat the crap out of guys and then drive them Uber style to the hospital and just be cool about it. You know, like, and the guys that just got their faces pummeled are cool with him driving him.
You
Like that
know,
would never happen. It's
I,
crazy.
and you might be right on that part where it's just silly,
Yeah.
silly action, and it might have some life because of that. But I'm keeping my review of that movie. that movie.
And then we end our mid season here with May so far, right? Like we got well, almost. We got Poor Things, Spaceman, and Dune. Oh God, Poor Things. What a poor movie. You and I both gave that a no bag, and I'm surprised we didn't give it kernels. I'm really surprised we didn't give it kernels. You and I dogged that movie.
Yeah, and I had a hard time getting through it. I I why the hell did we give it a no? I think I gave it a no bag just because I respected the art design of it and the actors, although they did
You
have
and I
good
gave the same
chemistry.
review.
They were well acted, albeit it was just a weird kind of
Stupid movie.
role for them to play, but they are professional actors and they are good. I didn't mind Mark Ruffalo, and he usually bothers the crap out of me in most movies just because he doesn't seem to have a whole lot of range that people give him credit for. But he was entertaining in this movie for what it was. It was just poorly written characters, and boy, what the if you can call that a story. I think I just gave it a smell just because I appreciated the art. Like the art was,
You gave it a no bag.
oh yeah, I mean a no bag because of the art, because it was really its only saving grace. I thought this movie visually was beautiful at parts. And the set design was, and the costumes were wonderful, well deserved for the wins that it got in the Oscars. But everything else was wretched, Jordan.
But Eric, I want you to really wrap your mind around this because of our popcorn rating scale. You and I both gave Poor Things, an Oscar award-winning movie, a no bag across the board, right?
Yeah,
According to Movie Guys podcast, Roadhouse is better.
yeah.
I, I mean, we both gave that a small, like Roadhouse a small. Like it's just is Poor Things worse than Roadhouse?
I paused Roadhouse maybe once or twice during it, just so I could, I don't know, go make food or do something else. For Poor Things, it must have. I think I said it in our review. It felt must have been like every 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
Right.
I was checking the time ticker to be like, what? How much longer do I have left in this damn movie? It's gotta end soon. And then you check and you realize I got another 2 hours. Oh my god! It's just like, when will it end? I'm praying for this movie to end, and God.
Okay, so
I think what
here's
bothered
another.
me even more as I maybe said it in the review is the praise that people were giving it. I'm just what the hell pill are you swallowing, man?
Well, it's because, I mean, to be blunt, people like it because it's the young person who's naive, who's coming of age, and that's why people like it. And we've been there, done that before. Going to the next one, though, again, we're saying Spaceman is better than Poor Things. We both gave that a small.
Yeah, at least with Spaceman.
Spaceman's not better than Poor Things. I'm sorry.
You don't think so? Well, you think Poor Things is better than Spaceman?
Poor Things at least had Emma Stone. I mean, I am a man, for God's sakes. I mean, Spaceman is just nothing. It's a nothing movie.
You're right.
It's right. It's. I mean, I dog Poor Things. I think it's terrible, but Spaceman is probably one of, if not the worst films we reviewed this season. It's a really, really bad movie.
I stand by what I say. I think Spaceman at least had, if anything, 2 layers to it where it was trying to do something. Poor Things has no layers. It is just muck on top of the swamp, and it was just being weird just to be weird, and I think those are the people who enjoyed it. I stand by that. I'm more offended by Poor Things than I am by Spaceman. Spaceman was just a movie that missed the mark, whereas Poor Things was just a movie that was trying to be something else, and it felt like it was a reach. And there was those people who want to be different so bad that they'll jump on this bandwagon and be like, "I loved it." Like, "Oh, tell me why?" "Oh, because it's weird and quirky." It's like, is that all? Is that the only reason why? And I feel like you know what? I'm gatekeeping, and I feel like I'm bashing those people for enjoying that movie. And you're allowed to enjoy that movie. I get it.
But isn't that Spaceman, though? I mean, isn't Spaceman weird and quirky as well? I mean, literally, I put that on the schedule because I thought it was going to be something that it wasn't.
I don't think it was. I mean, it is a weird movie, but I think, again, with it, if you peel back some layers of it, it's this introspective movie that is teaching you to look at yourself. It's teaching the main character Jakob to look at himself and look at his life, and he realizes that he's been selfish his entire part. There's a message in that movie.
Right, but isn't there a message in Poor Things too?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, here I am. I can't believe defending Poor Things, but I just really, really hated Spaceman. It was just not the movie that I
get it. I really hated Poor Things. If there was a message in Poor Things, then I don't think anyone can that the mass can agree on what that message is.
Okay, valid.
And that's might be the reason why people enjoy it, is because depending on who you ask and who watches it, everyone got something different out of that. Where sure, that's for you. I tell you what I get out of it. I got a few bathroom trips where I had to get rid of that crap. Took a shower after that movie.
Yeah, you did. I mean, we already from the time that this review comes out, the last review that we did was Dune 2. We're not going to talk about it much, hardly at all. Dune 2 is the 26th episode of our mid-season so far. You give that a large, I give that a medium.
That's a pretty movie.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if I want to say it's a large yet for me, but after going the review with you and then Gina and I watching more History of Dune, I dig the world. I just let's see what happens in part 3. Maybe finally part 3, I will dig it. But I stand by it. I stand by it. I mean, so far, buddy, you and I, out of 26 episodes, minus the retrospectives, out of 26, only 2 have won large bags from us across the board. Killer of the Flower Moon and Holdovers.
Yeah, makes sense to me. I'm not going to rewatch Poor Things. I'm not going to rewatch Rebel Moon. Right. I'm not going to rewatch a lot of those that we gave no bags of kernels to. But yeah, exactly. Someone listening to this, go on our Instagram and tell me what I'm missing for Poor Things. Please. Please.
Send
me a link. put me to the site somewhere that tells me something that I'm missing. I don't want to be the loser that just dogs on this movie, because I feel like I am at this point, that I'm really picking this one out. But I it's got a fan base, it's got a following, and it's just the people who just want to be different. Uh,
It's like Hot Topic, but Hot Topic was so 2000.
I get that
You
there
know
are
what I mean?
people
Like it's the
who,
people that go to Hot Topic.
yeah. I get there. It's
That's what it
just
is.
the people who want to be different because they don't like normal.
Hmm. How about this? The people that like Poor Things, and this is insult is on purpose, is the same people that like to wear the Jack Skellington stuff and think that Nightmare Before Christmas is amazing because they're dark and kooky.
Well, I like Night Before Christmas, but I'm not gonna wear the outfits and stuff
That's what I'm
like
trying to
that.
say, though. You don't wear the outfits, right? I can see people wearing shirts of hers. So, so we always end the show with a popcorn rating, right? And we gotta stay on point. But the good thing is this is going to be an easier popcorn rating, maybe. So you don't know about this. We didn't talk about this off air, but Eric, for the mid-season, right? Because we get the Movie Guys Awards in December. Who wins Film of the Year? Is it for you right now at this moment? Is it Killers of the Flower Moon or is it Holdovers?
I think it's Holdovers. I really just I think it shows something to Hollywood. I think it sends a message that these other movies have monster budgets. They have monster CGI. They have overproduction. They have multiple writers. They have teams of going into this and assembling this movie, um, in all parts of it. Where I feel like Holdovers wasn't it a lower budget?
I mean, compared to Killer Flower Moon, sure, but
I'll look up that
still
budget.
still not that low of a budget though. I mean,
No, of course not. I understand that it's gonna be a big part of it. Hold on, I'm gonna look up the details of it and see.
it's a multi-million-dollar project.
Uh,
It's a big one.
but still, I think that a movie like that sends a big. Here we go. 13 million.
I mean, 13 million is still 13 million. You know,
Compared to a lot of these other movies that are hitting close to hundreds of millions of dollars for their budget here, it's ridiculous. Here, I'm gonna look up Poor Things budget just because I've been dogging on that one.
so Holdovers is 13 million. Everybody who is listening, what is Poor Things?
35 million.
Oh, jeez.
So
Oh, God.
yeah,
On what?
so you can make almost 3 Holdovers on the budget of one Poor Things. It's I think it. I forgot who I said it again on Holdovers episode that or one of the other episodes where someone won and they said that Hollywood needs to realize that take a risk on these movies that cost 10 million, that are story oriented or character driven, and you can make a better movie than you can for these movies that are costing 50, 60, $80 million to budget, and in less time too.
Right.
I think that this is what we're starved for, is something like this. Oppenheimer was 100 million.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, myself,
Killers of the Flower Moon was 200.
Eric, I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. I'm like kind of torn between Killers and Holdovers because I'm leaning towards more Holdovers because I watched it in one sitting and I understood the story. But like a movie like Killers, it took me days, right? And a movie should not take me days. That's a TV show. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So like I either know that I like Killers a lot. I like a lot of the acting. I do like the story of it. But I mean, I was compelled to sit there for what 2 hours of holdovers because I really dug the characters, and I don't think I really liked all the characters in Killers. I think I'm going to agree with you on that. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like I think Killers is really really good, but I don't know.
$200 million
Holdovers.
for a budget, man. Just for the thing, another nominated movie this year was American Fiction, and that one only cost $10 million.
That's not on our schedule.
I think it was at one point, then we bumped it off, or was it never?
I don't know if it ever was. I never even heard of it until the Oscars.
But either way, these movies, they don't need to be this big blockbuster. And I think that almost at this point right now, the bigger the budget, the worse that you're gonna have. I'm gonna see what Rebel Moon is.
I got nothing else. I'm curious about Rebel Moon. Like,
oh boy,
$400 million.
$166 million.
I mean, but it has all that special.
It says that it's shared the budget with Part 2.
Okay. But still, though, I mean, Holdovers is good. I'm just gonna say it, right? I think Holdovers wins are mid-season overall, right? Like,
I agree.
that was probably the best movie we've seen. It actually was not both larges. This is based off of me and you giving both larges. If I had gun to my head, I would say number one to Holdovers. I would say 2 is Flower Moon, and then I would also say 3 would be Saltburn.
Yeah,
that would be probably my 1, 2, 3. I think.
Okay, I agree with you. That sounds like a pretty good one. I'd put Up in Smoke at the top.
So yeah, I mean, like that kind of concludes our like mid-season thing. Overall, though, what we've got total with Eric and I combined for everybody who's listening, so far in the 26 episodes this year, there's been 1 bag of kernels. That was by me. We have given 6 no bags. We've done 10 smalls, 7 mediums, and overall, including the retrospectives, 9 larges. So far, small bags have won the majority with 10 total small bags this half season so far.
All right.
That's woof.
Well, here's to a better second half here, huh?
I gotta get better on my scheduling. That's what it shows. Like, I gotta get better. Whew.
Or the movie's got to get better.
One of the two. Yes, that's right. It's not my fault.
It's not your fault.
No.
You're picking them.
I'm picking them. They look good. Hey, Adam Sandler and a spider. That should be good, right? Oof. But, Eric, thank you so much for joining me for this most recent episode of Movie Guys Podcast. For everybody that's listening, you can check us out at movieguyspodcast.podbean.com or wherever you get your podcast from. We are on, and you can listen to us on every Thirsty Thursday.
I get it.
For another episode. Have a good night, everybody.
So, I had a leak in the dishwasher, and I was confused because I had fixed it recently. Not too recently, but enough, and I felt pretty good, right? I'm not a plumber, I'm not an electrician, but I was able to figure it out. Yeah, I'm a dad. You know, got the toolbox out, got the making all the noises, brr, you know, got the plumber's crack going and everything. I was fitting in, okay?
Yeah.
And I was able to get it going, and I'm feeling good. Anyway, it's been running smooth. Recently, though, the past week or so, Sarah tells me that she's noticed a puddle that's starting to leak again, and or not leak again, but leak. It's like, huh? Well, I feel challenged, right?
Right.
Like, well, I fixed it before, and it's been running fine for months. So, okay, what's going on here? So I take off the bottom panel, and I'm seeing it, and it's like, oh, there is a little bit of a leak there. And so I do the whole thing, or get the manual out, and I'm researching and everything, and I'm theorizing. It's like, oh, is it the seals on the side? And check that. It's like, no, those look pretty good. There's, you know, it's all there. The other day, I thought, you know what? I bet you I know what it is. There's a little this little pump kind of pressure part where it when it pops up, so the water when it fills up to stop filling up, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Regulator. I don't know what it, dad terms. I'm just making up stuff.
No, yeah, like at this point, I want everybody in U Division, like you're on your hands and knees with your head in the dishwasher, and I'm standing behind you, hand on the hip with a coffee cup.
I'm doing the dad look too, right? Where it's just
Yeah.
kind of like scrunching my eyes, and it's just like, huh.
Yeah, no, Eric, it's around the phalange.
Crinkled nose, and
Yeah.
just like, well, look at that.
Right.
Kind of a thing. Anyway, so I take the bottom rack out, and I get my flashlight, and I really get in there.
Mhm.
And I'm looking around the edges and looking around, it's like, oh, you know what?